Now, in 2016, these dreams now start becoming realities. Now, let me talk you through a little bit of these. So first of all, having the widest product portfolio for production and production environments is really important to our industry because it brings increased efficiency, flexibility, and quality of assured operations. Because these are all Grass Valley products, they've been tested, validated, and certified for guaranteed operations. So customers can come with minds wide open, knowing that we will be there with a complete end-to-end solution through the broadest product portfolio that we offer. Next, by ensuring that all of our production solutions are IP capable, we help our customers achieve several key advantages. First, the entire solution is easily integrated into an all IP infrastructure for added efficiency and performance. Second, the entire workflow is connectable using a single cable, what we have been calling 4K over one wire, instead of the cumbersome quad link, which was the current, if you will, a way of doing 4K. And new products like the GV Corona and native 4K cameras that extend your capabilities even further. So let's take a look at some of these. One of the big new announcements here at the show are the LDX86 native series, which is the best camera now on the market, yielding incredible flexibility and utilization with our e-licensing options. Customers have all the freedom to choose between either higher native resolution, like 4K, or higher sensitivity when lighting conditions are unpredictable while using the same camera family, the same camera platform. Our approach is unique in the industry. The LDX86N is a perfect complement to the already very powerful LDX86 Universe family of cameras within the GV product lineup, giving broadcasters the perfect solution for any camera position in any production environment. Moreover, our solution offers unmatched storytelling capability by making each pixel look better using high dynamic range, which what we call the extended dynamic range option of our camera. Later in the presentation, I have some exciting news about a partnership that we have just forged and announced here at the show about how we're going to be collaborating to standardize HDR. Now, GV Corona is also another new product within our production switcher lineup that you'll be seeing on the show floor. It's a compact switcher with integrated GUI, unlike other compact switchers that you see on the market. This represents an exciting and innovative response to the market demand that we've been receiving from our customers that are trying to look for more compact ways of building smaller trucks or smaller studios, but while still packing all the great functionality that customers have come to know from the Grass Valley line of production switchers. Now, just to have a few proof points, Arena is a leading OB van manufacturer and builder in the UK that was looking to build a series of their largest expandable OB vans. And these needed to be state-of-the-art and future-ready to answer the needs of their customers today and tomorrow. And Arena has trusted GV's full end-to-end IP production solution for this next series of trucks. And we're really, really proud to have been selected and to be working with them for all of our production product lines. Now, clearly, if we look at the move towards IP and IP infrastructures within a broadcast environment, yes, the move has begun, but IP, we have to remember, brings some very clear benefits that I'd like to go over here. First and foremost, on the far left, addressing the pace of change that I spoke to you about earlier with an IP infrastructure that is format agnostic. as I said before, that delta between those step changes has become so short. So we need to ensure that we select an infrastructure that can be working in SD today, HD tomorrow, and it could be 8K the year after that. Now, another advantage that this brings is that we can put and pack many video signals onto one cable. Again, further reducing the cost of cabling and the weight of cabling. And then a flexible and scalable architecture which allows to separate the acquisition and control function from the processing and compute platform. And finally, leveraging all the investments, the billions of dollars of R&D that are going into the off-the-shelf switching products from leading vendors like Cisco and Juniper and Huawei and Arista. We want to make sure that we bring those benefits, that investment, to our customers and to our industry. So now let's take a look at how we're helping make that transition and IP migration to our customers. Now some customers already know about Grass Valley's great IP products. A recent key win for us was LinkedIn. And as you can imagine, this was a gratifying endorsement as they are a new customer to our industry but have tremendous experience in building large-scale IP infrastructure. After doing their research, they have confirmed that GV was the best solution for the migration that they were doing towards IP. Now, many vendors I know are wrapping up their ability to offer solutions for IP migration. But only Grass Valley has the issue covered on so many fronts. Our glass-to-glass IP approach offers IP support across the broadest range of IP products. The GV Broadcast Data Center that you see here enables broadcasters to support IP or hybrid SDI IP workflows with the IT data center benefits. Again, we're trying to ensure that customers can migrate at their pace, at their speed. So if they still have investments in SDI infrastructure that they want to repurpose and reuse, they can do so with our IP strategy. And then our leadership position in the industry to push open standards is really paying off with an ever-growing list of adopters for the AIMS Alliance. And these adopters are not just vendors, but also now broadcasters from our industry. Now, going back to our glass-to-glass IP strategy, which is really a critical part of how we enable flexibility in production workflows. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The true benefit of IP will be felt by broadcasters in their ability to achieve a level of flexibility and agility that previously only IT data centers could offer. Grass Valley believes this particular dream is fully a reality for broadcasters, and we call our solution the Broadcast Data Center. And as you can see here, it is at the center of our glass-to-glass IP strategy. Now, GV Node is the key broadcast data center component and builds on the foundation we at Grass Valley have already laid forward. So now, our IP strategy, and going back to what I said in the fourth pillar, which was to take advantage of those investments that are currently being made in IT infrastructures, is critical. And here, as we are all aware, some of these leading large platforms are already built on IT and IP infrastructures. And they've been proven, right? So today, you can have your Netflix subscription, you can watch as much content as you want at home, and you're not bothered by the fact that somebody could be also watching in their home, and they could be adding tens of thousands of new subscribers, and never does the system ever go down in any way, right? It's a scalable architecture. It's a proven IP architecture. However, these IP platforms do lack some very specific functionality that is critical to our broadcast customers. And this is where Grass Valley brings tremendous value. Right here at the bottom where you see the edge components. So Grass Valley has taken advantage of these IT data centers that are now so reliable and applied them to a broadcast-centric that we call the broadcast data center. And really, the broadcast data center comes with some very key functionality. The first is low latency distribution of all signals, whether they be video, audio, or metadata. The second is programmable processing blades to ensure that the investment our customers are making today is going to stand the test of time. As I said earlier, as we move towards IP and these new open standards, there will be new formats, there will be changes to some of the protocols as we go forward, and therefore we need to make sure that the processing engines are programmable. And then the next thing is really the vertically accurate switching that's critical in live production environments, and the possibility of doing quiet, mono-level audio switching, something that's impossible to do with an off-the-shelf IT type of platform. So these are some of the key critical advantages that we bring. And they're all housed within the GV Node processing engine that we're announcing. So GV Node, as we show here, is a product that's made by Grass Valley, designed by Grass Valley, and it combines the IP deterministic and hitless switching and routing that everyone has come to love in a broadcast environment. It enables the migration of SDI to IP, but without the limitations seen from some of the other vendors in the industry. And it becomes the ideal edge device, as I showed earlier, in any broadcast IP topology. Now, the good thing about the GV Node is that it's also backwards compatible with our Densité series of products. So you immediately get hundreds of processing devices available to you that you can now put into this GV Node frame. Now, with the highly integrated switching, processing, and monitoring of GV Node, you can typically reduce cable needs by as much as 40%. And we did the math. We actually have real customer configurations where we move now those configurations from an SDI platform to a GV Node IP platform. And cabling needs have been reduced by over 40%. Moreover, you are no longer required to co-locate the compute or processing engines with where the talent is. So a perfect example of this, as we all know, studios, whether they be NBC, CBS, ABC, or others, are typically in the center of the city. So in the case of an NBC, they're right at 30 Rockefeller Center, right? Probably the most expensive real estate on the planet. And that same center has all of the processing engines as well, which is not required anymore in the IP data center model. So with our GV broadcast data center, we can move all of those processing and compute engines many miles away, right, in a real estate friendly and cost friendly environment, while the talent in the studios will remain in the glitzy area of the center of the city. Now, as well, the other big important part here with our GV Node and the broadcast data center is you can rest assured that an end-to-end Grass Valley solution has been tested, and all of the products that make up this broad range of products is fully tested and validated. And lastly, we can select with our customers, based on their needs today, but also their needs of the future, the right topology. And with the right topology, we can scale that topology and grow it without having to bring down the system as the system is upgraded and scaled. Now, another really important partnership and collaboration that Grass Valley has just signed is with Cisco. So obviously, one of the leaders in the IT infrastructure market. And this comes in two forms. On the left is Cisco's virtualized IP networking and fabric solutions. And this is where Cisco is bringing that whole concept of moving the processing off-premise into locations that are more friendly and less costly, giving really that flexibility to the customer base. But as well on the right, this is a true implementation that you actually can see here on the show floor if you go to the Cisco booth or even if you come to our stand. And it's where we've integrated Grass Valley's broadcast data center with Cisco's Nexus switches for an end-to-end IP production environment. And Grass Valley continues to be at the forefront of helping the industry evolve as the industry is utilizing these new technologies and formats. This is a true live 4K production that was done at the VRT, a Belgian broadcaster. We showed this at IBC, and it will be shown again here at the show in the EBU stand for the first full IP 4K production on the planet. Now as well, we have been working, as all of you are aware, and Grass Valley and Mike Cronk that's here today have been the catalyst of creating the alliance that makes up AIMS. And as you can see, AIMS has had tremendous momentum over the last few months alone, both with broadcast vendors, but also end customers, broadcasters themselves. And I'm really happy and proud of the fact that Grass Valley and one of our competitors, as you're all aware, have been able to forge an agreement, and that was announced here during the NAB. And that agreement comes in two forms. One, it's to work with Sony so that we can further improve the open standards of IP. So Sony now will be announcing its membership to AIMS and the use of the protocols that are being promoted within the AIMS Alliance. As well, in the spirit of the collaboration, Grass Valley has committed to develop a gateway card within our GV node processor so that we can migrate customers, Sony customers, that currently have products supporting the NMI protocol. So the NMI protocol is Sony's IP protocol, and we will have a gateway that will go from NMI to the protocols that are under AIMS. And lastly, and this was the second part of the agreement, is we will be working closely with Sony so that we can further improve the standardization of HDR. So along with Sony's help, we will collaborate so that we can further bring forward the right, whether it's the logarithmic scales or other improvements for a broadcast environment so that we can get off of this stalemate we're in right now when it comes to HDR and really improve the quality of every pixel. So again, new announcement. I know some of you have come from the Sony booth. You may have heard this, the Sony press conference. You may have heard this already, but again, we're really proud of how the two companies are working together to further improve our industry and market. All right. So that's it for my part of the presentation. I wanted to thank you all once again for coming over. I'll be available after the presentations to answer any questions. But in the meantime, I'd like to invite Scott Rose, our director of our product management team. And Scott will be speaking to you about some of the great things that we're doing when it comes to helping our customers.